Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Headline Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln College, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District, Grimaldi Law Office, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Lincoln Dare, Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, and by Four Corners Lube.
Their leading scorer, 6'2 senior, number 2, Jonah Smith. At the other guard is 5'11 senior, Clayton Marquardt, number 23. Also to guard, number 22, Trevor Durand. He's a 6'3 senior. 6'4 senior, number 25, Greg Hart. And number 12, a 6'4 senior, Mitchell Bender.
Mount Zion wins the opening tap. They'll be going to the basket right in front of us as we sit courtside in the corner. Ball tried to flip inside, ball loose. Still fighting for it. Ball coming out of there is going to be Tate Sloan with it. And once again, early turnover by Mount Zion, and quick hands by the Railers cause it.
Yeah, you're right. They tried to get it in the middle, and looks like right now it is man now for Mount Zion.
Railers in their road green uniform as Cannon's entry pass for Holiday is knocked away, so an early turnover for the Railers. Driving baseline, Mount Zion lost control of it, and there's Tate Sloan with another steal. 2 possessions, 2 steals for Tate.
Yeah, 2 turnovers so far. That turnover on the first possession by the Railers. So both teams trying to feel each other out. Mount Zion in a real sagging man-to-man. They're not even guarding Holiday. They're going to stick him, their man, right under the basket, whoever's guarding Holiday.
Titus hands off to Sloan, now to Grunder at the top of the key. Back to Isaiah. Isaiah pull-up jumper on the way off the back of the rim. No. High for the rebound for Mount Zion.
Probably won't be long before you see Bacon come in for Holiday, just because of they've got to guard Bacon out on the perimeter.
Try to get it in the corner. They do. Driving baseline off the glass. Nice move. Up and good. That's Trevor Durand. Mount Zion with an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, 1-1. 3 press, kind of half court, maybe 3/4 court, just to try and slow down the Railers a little bit.
Sloan skips it over to Grunder on the right side. Ben's going to go baseline, opens back up, tried to kick it back out to Sloan, got tipped away, but now over to Cannon. Right side to Grunder. Now on the left side, Sloan on the left wing, back out to Bowers. Titus, a long 3 on the way. That's going to roll off no good. Fought for by Holiday, but it's Mount Zion with another rebound heading this way. Down court in front of us is Bender. Holiday there, skip it all the way across and goes into the Railer bench. Noah Funk almost
kind of
hit the floor on that.
Reception over there.
5:45 to go. Only a 2-0 lead for Mount Zion. Thanks for joining us on the Friday night. Quickly down, Cannon to Holiday off the glass, and it'll go.
Yeah, nice rifle pass from about half court. Cannon threw a fastball down to Doc Holiday. Holiday was there right underneath the basket to get that one to go.
5.5 to go. Railers have tied it at 2. Mount Zion into the front court. Durand, they try to slip it inside to Bender, but coming away with it. Yep, another steal for Tate Sloan. 5:10 to go.
Well, they've really packed it in, too. You know, you see a lot of this kind of man and against when we played Chatham Glenwood. 22, Trevor Durand all over Bowers right now, not letting him sniff anywhere. You've got wherever 33 goes, 22 is right beside him.
Looked to go backdoor, but Durand was there to cut that off. 4:50 to go. Low score here early, tied at 2.
Going to have to see if we can really get Grunder to the basket.
Then tried to go to the basket, had it tipped away. Smith, pull up, lefty on the way, back of the rim, no, rebound to Grunder. Looked like Smith was a little anxious there and wanted to get a shot up.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten one in almost 4 minutes, and he was ready to do that.
Tied at 2. Isaiah gets it out high, drives in, slips out of his hands over to Grunder. On the left side, Isaiah fakes one way, lost control of it again, back out to Cannon. Cannon trying to weave through, and a foul is going to be whistled out high.
It's sloppy, a little bit sloppy for the Railers right now. Mount Zion not making you play quick, but it looks like the Railers are trying to play too quick. They're wanting to get something going, get this game going a little bit quicker, speed up the tempo. And Mount Zion is really just okay with just sitting back and playing some defense for quite a while.
Railer basketball brought to you by Schneider Chiropractic Center, Grau Incorporated, among the sponsors for our broadcast this season. Halfway through quarter number 1, tied at 2. Grunder's going to drive in, kick it out in the corner. Sloan doesn't pull the trigger, now back on top to Cannon.
Yeah, Ben can't get by his guy and get all the way to the basket. He's gotten by him a few times, but hasn't been able to get all the way to the hoop.
Titus with the layup with the left hand, a little too hard. No. Rebound to Mount Zion. Marquardt over to Smith, now down in the corner. Holiday tries to cut off the baseline, does a nice job there. Kicks it back out. Good defense by Colton.
Yeah, and that's the one thing Holiday does bring to this Railer team is toughness down low and good defense.
Rebound for the shot goes to Holiday as well. Missed by Mount Zion. 3:10 to go.
Well, with all the scoring from the sophomore game has not translated over into the varsity. 2-2 still here with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Grunder's going to drive. Pull up baseline, left it short. Rebound to Hart. Mount Zion quickly into the front court. Smith will drive in with the left hand, now back over. Baseline jumper, rolls over the rim, no good. Rebound, kick back out. 3 on the way up for Mount Zion. Air ball, tracked down by Mount Zion again. Double team by Sloan and Holiday. Skips it over in the baseline, knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Mount Zion. So, boy, some of that action, Josh, right in front of us. Everybody playing hard, getting some good shots. They're just not going down right now.
No, nobody's shooting the ball well, and the Railers really haven't gotten a clean look down on the other end. So credit the Braves defense so far. And the Railers likewise on this end have not given the Braves too many good looks.
And just you talk about it, Holiday to the bench, Drew Bacon in early.
Yeah, they weren't guarding Holiday at all, especially when he was on the perimeter. So now you've got to honor Drew's ability to shoot from the outside. Like to maybe see that middle open up a little bit for the rest of the Railers.
2.5 to go in the first quarter. Tied at 2. Railers in their road green uniforms.
Lob
play. Moving screen's going to be called out high. Foul's going to be whistled on Durant as he was trying to set the high screen to free him up. He did a good job. Of course, he got caught doing it.
Yeah, he got us on the screen pretty well, but yeah, you said he was moving and put a little extra emphasis on the arms.
Well, and you saw a little bit more of the sophomore game than I did, and early on they were calling it very, very tight.
Yeah, you're right. They were calling it a lot of fouls into the first quarter.
Titus'
Nice.
3, in and out and back in.
Got to get another guy going for the Railers. Bowers hasn't been able to get open. They're suffocating him. That time, Cannon caught it right on the wing, and no hesitation.
Bad pass by Mount Zion. Turnover into the hands of Isaiah Bowers. 1:50 to go. Railers with a 5-2 advantage. Isaiah's going to try and drive by his guy, but nice defense by Smith. He tipped it away, got it, threw it off of Isaiah on the sideline. And this is the first game, kind of what we were talking about, Josh, where a team has come in and said, we're taking 33 away. What can the other 4 do?
Well, and they've got the guy to do it, too. They've got a guy or two. Durant was on him for a while. Now they have moved Smith over to him, probably their best player, best athlete, and they've got a guy that can match Isaiah's speed.
Durant down low. Looks like he's taking a walk under there. Lays it up and in. Count the basket to Bender, and boy, he was just spinning around in circles in the lane.
Yeah, he had a number of different times where he picked the ball up and took off, and no travel call. Both Coach Alexanders wanted the travel call.
5-4 Railers lead is still 1.
I think we're going to have Sloan step up and hit something, too. They're not really coming out on him very strong.
Railer basketball brought to you by Headline Salon LLC, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 5th Street Food Mart, Grunder dumps it down to Bacon. Drew goes up, won't go down, but Drew will go down, and he'll be shooting 2.
Nice drive by Grunder. Got right in the middle of the lane on the left-handed dribble. Got in the lane and then kicked it down to Bacon. Bacon was waiting on that shore porch, about the block area, and grabbed it, went up strong, and got fouled.
Foul on Bender, his third team foul. Drew's first free throw. Not good.
Yeah, I think this is too. You remember, that the Railers were on the road at Mattoon, when you were over there a couple weeks ago. Not really a great road test for the Railers because Mattoon just wasn't very good. Tonight, a little bit different with Mount Zion. Good basketball team and on the road.
Drew makes the second, makes it 6-4, 45 seconds to go in our first quarter. This side to Duran. Dump it inside. They try to work it. Ball's kicked, and it'll stay with the Braves. 39.4 to go. Of course, the Railers coached by Neil Alexander. Mount Zion headed by Brian Graven.
Foul right there, yeah. 44 just bulldozed him. But took Drew out. I mean, just as you would on an offensive block play for a running back, he just bulldozed him.
Foul's going to go against Corbin Bender. No relation to Michael Bender. One with an E, one with an I. 30 seconds to go after the fourth team foul on Mount Zion. Railers, no fouls so far in the first quarter. Down to 20 seconds. Out to Bowers. Has Isaiah even got a good look at a shot in the first quarter?
No, not really, no. Hasn't been able to even get to the basket. You'll see when we drive by, they're hanging on us and grabbing us, and the officials allow this. It's tough for the Railers to get to the basket that way.
Down to 5. Cannon's got it between the circle. Down to 3. Got to make a move. Titus drives in. Tried to kick it over to Grunder. Tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with that as the score at the end of 1. Low-scoring game here in Mount Zion. Lincoln 6, Mount Zion 4. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Back in Mount Zion High School, shades of games in the past against Morton and Glenwood. 6-4 as we start the second quarter. Railers with the lead and with the basketball. Dump it inside to Drew. Drew lobs it up to Jermaine Hamlin in the contest for the first time. Jermaine had it knocked away. Another turnover by the Railers.
Yeah, bad timing. Jermaine didn't time the pass very well. I think it would have worked. Just didn't work. And Jermaine way high for the rebound.
Smith missed the 3, as Josh said, the junior high for the board. Cannon, Bacon, Grunder, Hamlin, Bowers. Back door, they get it to Isaiah. Isaiah turns on the baseline, has a shot blocked, but a foul called. Nice defense by Mount Zion as they forced Isaiah too deep, and then by the time he was able to control it, he had to try and make a move. He finally did. Took it up strong, and he's going to the line.
Yeah, good job. Nice backdoor cut. Isaiah with a great catch, really. It was right to scrape. The pass was scraping the floor as he grabbed it, and good body control, and then brought it up and went up hard. And now at the free throw line, drained the first one. Isaiah with the second.
Isaiah with 2. Railers now up 8-4. Smith works it into the front court on a pass. Up ahead now to Hart. Hart back over to Smith, and it's going to be over and back. And Smith, we talk about Isaiah getting his first points of the contest with those 2 free throws. Well, Smith is their shooter, and you can also see the frustration coming from him as he slammed the ball down on the over and back.
Yeah, and we've really done a pretty good job so far of making him shoot from a really far distance. When he gets on the line, you can tell he can shoot the basketball. And right now we haven't allowed him to do that.
Minute gone by in quarter number 2. Railers on top 8-4.
And it's tough now when you've got Jermaine and Holiday out there because both guys that they're guarding are just going to stand right in the middle of the lane. We've got to try and get Bacon back in there for Holiday to make them honor Drew's outside shot.
Colton thought about the 3, didn't take it. Titus on the left side, back to Colton. Colton's going to drive, kicks it across to Grunder. Had to save it in bounds, saves it right back to Smith for Mount Zion. Smith on the move with the layup, swatted away by Jermaine. Big block by Jermaine, and they're calling for goaltending, but No call coming. Inbounds, 3 on the way. Goes over the top of the backboard, hits the standard, and so it'll go back to the Railers on the turnover. A little bit of excitement for this one. It's kind of picking up the intensity. Scoreboard hasn't changed.
No, I'd like to see it, and I'd like to see a little more scoring here by the Railers too. As you said, Drew Bacon quickly in for Holiday as he turned the ball over the last time, but they're just gonna sit in the lane, and if you're gonna have Jermaine in there, you can't have both of them.
Over on the right side, Cannon across over the top of the zone to Jermaine. Jermaine looked to make a move, but Hart's there to cut him off. Isaiah spins in the lane, forces the shot, but he got the call. So Isaiah trying to make something happen. And I thought it was interesting, real quick, Josh, on this end, when Titus came and talked to Jermaine after the play, he kind of motioned with it, coming down, almost like, hey, if it's coming down, you gotta let it alone.
Right, yeah, and Jermaine was way up there, and boy, it's so nice for that shot eraser, and Smith will remember that the next time he tries to go in there as Isaiah misses the first free throw.
That foul, the 6th for Mount Zion, Josh. 2nd now on Smith.
Yeah, 0 on the Railers so far.
Isaiah misses first, makes the second. 9-4. Railers with the lead. 5:50 to go in the first half. Skip it across. Nice catch there by Duran.
Yeah, you'll notice all the passes for Mount Zion, when they have to catch him, are almost all of them over the top of their head.
Foul is going to be called on the Railers here as the foul occurred on the low block. And I can't remember. I don't know if they're going to get Jermaine on that one. Yep, first one on Jermaine. Fans here at Mount Zion think
not happy with the call.
No, I think they figured he was shooting, but a timeout being taken by Mount Zion, just a 30. We will keep it here. Reminder that Railer basketball this season brought to you by Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, the Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, .542 left in the first half. Lincoln on top, 9-4. Smith looking to inbound. Does so out to Duran. Over in the corner to Hart. Back to Duran. Smith with a long 3 off the back of the rim. That's no good.
And he's again, Jeff, the distance of his shots are way off the three-point line. And not saying he can't make them, but boy, it's a tougher shot.
Backdoor they try, knocked out of bounds. .5:15 to go. Railers still on top, 9-4. Again, we do apologize for the dropout of the signal. Ball's knocked out of bounds. I can tell you, I think we've sat everywhere but mid-court here at Mount Zion.
Yeah, we've tried every spot you can think of at Mount Zion to give you some crystal clear basketball, but it just does not allow.
Grunder looking to inbound. They try to lob it up to Isaiah. It trickles its way back out to Titus. 5 minutes to go. Railers on top, 9-4 here as we're headed toward halftime. And a foul or a kicking is going to be whistled on Smith. And I got to tell you, it's good to have intensity as a player, but you really have to be careful. And we've seen Smith a couple times unhappy with the play, unhappy with the call, slamming that basketball down, and you get the wrong official at the wrong point of the game.
Right.
4:40 to go. Cannon on the left side. Back on top to Bowers. Isaiah drives, and then I think they're going to get Jermaine for the screen this time. And for Jermaine, that will be his second. So the Railers with 2 fouls, and Jermaine has them both. Durant in the corner, watched by Sloan and Bacon underneath, wide open. Count the basket up and good for Mitchell Bender.
Yeah, and as soon as Jermaine goes out, they go right inside. So Jermaine goes out, we lose the shot blocking, and Mount Zion goes for an easy basket inside the lane.
9-6, 4 minutes to go. Cannon back on top to Sloan.
Yeah, Sloan's going to have to get in shooting range and drill 1 or 2 of them before I think they're going to really come out and honor his shot.
Tate on the far right side. Isaiah holds back to Bacon. Bacon flips off to Titus Cannon. Tate a long high arcing 3. Missed it badly. Tracked down by Mount Zion. 3.5 to go in the first half. Mount Zion a chance to tie in a long one. Little floater on the lane is up and good. That's Bender again. He makes it 9-8. 4 in a row in a low-scoring game. Doesn't take long to get you caught up. And their Railer lead is now down to just 1. 3:15 to go. Drunder. Then a foul will be whistled on Mount Zion. Drunder will go to the line, shooting 1 and bonus. 3:13 left in our first half. Missed the free throw. Titus tries to track down the rebound, but it's Mount Zion with it. Isaiah there for the steal, and Isaiah is going to be whistled for the foul as he tried to knock it away. First on Isaiah, third on the team. Ben Grunder will check out. Isaac Dewberry comes in, see if he can add a little energy to the proceedings for the Railers.
Yeah, we need something. The Railers, of course, in a scoring lull right now, and we cannot get anything going on this end.
3 minutes to go in the first half. Foul on the far side, Tate Sloan, his first. 4th on Lincoln. You remember the 3 that Titus made that went out, or went in, went back out, and then finally fell?
Right.
That's Lincoln's last field goal.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Lincoln 9, Mount Zion 8. Smith playing catch with Marquardt. Skips it across all the way over to Marquardt. His 3 on the way. Shoots over everything. Isaiah did a nice job of saving it inbounds, but he saved it right back to Mount Zion. Smith's 3 no good. Bacon fighting for the rebound, and Isaiah couldn't keep it in bounds. It'll stay with Mount Zion. Boy, it's just all the things have been going right in the last 3 games, where the Railers are getting loose balls, grabbing rebounds, just slipping right out of their hands so far tonight. Smith another 3. That's no good. Cannon the rebound for the Railers. 2:20 to go. Railers lead is 9-8. Bacon may have got away with a walk. On top now to Sloan. Left side to Dewberry. Dewberry walked by Smith. Back out now to Cannon. Back over to Bacon. Right side to Sloan. 2 minutes to go. First half. Tate's going to load up a 3 and hit.
Yeah, you know, he's capable too. Sloan definitely capable of hitting a 3, and I was really worried after the first one. Tate's shot, you know, was way off. It was the air ball, and I thought, well, a guy that doesn't shoot very often, he throws up air ball, he's really not going to try another one, and it didn't take long for Sloan to dial up another one, and that one went in. So big basket there for the senior and the Railers.
Flip it over to Smith in the near corner, watched by Bowers. Throws it up off the glass, won't go in, but I think they're going to get Isaiah with the foul, and Smith is an active player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's active in his retaliation after the shots.
First free throw for Smith is good. And Josh, you've talked about it a long time. Smith's a really good shooter, hasn't had anything go down yet. And sometimes that you talk about going to the free throw line and just seeing the ball go through the basket.
Yeah, and that's exactly, you could see really he didn't have a lot going on, and that's why I didn't think the foul was really a big foul, a tough foul, because he just kind of threw it up there. And that's exactly what he was trying to do, was get to the hoop and get something going for himself.
The senior makes them both to make it 12-10. Railers hanging on to that 2-point lead. Minute 15 from half. Cannon on the right wing working against Smith. Over to Sloan. Grunder's going to try and drive by his guy. Throws it off the glass and good.
Yeah, nice bank shot too. That time Ben caught it. His defender was a little aggressive on him. Ben just swept the ball right below his hands and then went to about a 5-foot bank shot right off the right side. So nice big basket there for the senior.
Under a minute, Railers up 14-10. Bender underneath the Hart, wide open, blocked by Bacon and Dewberry. Nice job defensively from the Railers.
Yeah, pinned on the backboard by Bacon and Dewberry, as you said, Jeff. A nice block. They had a wide open layup, and that's what speed, athleticism, and size can do for you. Dewberry ought to be well rested. He didn't play the second half of the sophomore game. The sophomores were victorious 80-29. Starters didn't play in the second half.
So now the Railers just holding Tate Sloan near the timeline, down to 15 seconds. Basket here would be big heading into the break.
Yeah, you're right. I think they're going to be hard to come by in this game.
Grunder on the right side, down to 5. Dewberry, long top of the key 3. That's going to be no good. It's going to be tracked down. Trickles out of bounds. And that's where our first half will end. Halftime score, Lincoln 14, Mount Zion 10. We'll be back with the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center halftime show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.